fishermen can have love for the truckie. Beautiful minds, but we love getting ugly. Risk takers with a clover, man, we love getting lucky. You run, we chase fire, I love when it ducks me. Tones go off, house watch, read the address out. 1075, get up off the magic couch. 500 gallons prepared for the baddest drought. Who else you want on the way when disaster's out? Can't even get a little bit rattled when you enter with exit apparel. Mayday, member down, they'll drag you. You won't get this from every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but here's a view from the top floor with Mickey Farrell.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of A View from the Top Floor. FDIC week. Everyone's talking. Everyone's buzzing. Everyone's posting. FDIC, FDIC, FDIC. I'm going out tomorrow. I'm still here on a rainy Monday in New York City at Mama's Cafe on the Upper East Side, enjoying a nice cup of coffee. You know, what I want to talk about real quick is keeping our training localized. Everybody wants to go to the FDIC for the most part, right? And it's been compared to as the Super Bowl of the fire training world. And I'm not sure if I believe that. Now, it's definitely the Super Bowl of the fire industry world. But as far as training, I think that real connections and genuine learning happen on a localized level. Yes, it is incredible to speak to thousands of people throughout the country at this conference. However, it's like a festival, similar to Lollapalooza. For those of you that remember, I can date myself at that. But Lollapalooza, it's an umbrella of an industry. And they bring in all these talents all over the musical world. They give you a quick little snippet of that art form or that music or that talent. And then people take it from there, find the music that they love. They could bring it back localized to their cities and towns and show their friends the music they found at Lollapalooza. They could go buy the record, support the band. They could follow their tours, depending how much they truly fall in love with that art. But that's exactly what a major conference is. It's the Lollapalooza of the fire industry. And with that, there's art within that. So if you're sad or upset or pissed off that you can't make it for whatever reason, from time off of work, by the financial struggle of what it costs to go and your department won't pay for it, which is absurd. I think every department should send a representative from their department to FDIC, and for the industry level aside. But it's not the world we live in. I understand that. So this week, do yourself a favor and localize your training. If you can't make it out there, localize it, Get with your friends, get with your boys. Go out for a boys' night out, have a couple beers and talk shop. I always loved those moments after a training event or after a fire and you grab a beer with a guy after work, your shift goes out, either the guys you work with went out and you grab a beer, and then you start to really critique that fire. That's where real training takes place, in my opinion, is the social side of things, not necessarily the classroom. Yeah, the experience is the fire floor, but then we really dive into it on the barroom napkin. I can't tell you how much information has been shared in my career through that barroom napkin. We got to bring it back. We got to localize our training. Find your tribe, love, embrace, and most of all, trust them. Take that time to really, really focus in and learn. So this week, we're going to localize our training. If you're not at FDIC, it's okay. Are you missing anything? Yeah, you're missing a good time. And you're missing some really, really great speakers. I would say probably most of the best speakers in the entire nation are there. But remember, it's just a festival. And it's little snippets of everyone's performance, everyone's art, everyone's information. And the beauty of it is it's the icing on the cake of the training world, where you can go and taste a little bit of everything and then bring back to your department what you ultimately want and think is beneficial for you. Let's shift gears real quick and talk about social media. Unfortunately, I think the jerk-offs are beginning to influence the actual culture of the fire service through social media, like actually having an impact on our job. And it's a problem. It's dangerous. So this week, if we're going to localize the training, let's take a step back and ground ourselves away from hashtag heroes, internet OVs, and start to rebuild the genuine relationships to firefighters that we trust and love on every level, from the probie to the senior guy. We need to do this. And this is no better week than this week to do it when everyone's at FDIC, doing their thing, playing the game, doing the acts, right? And everyone's home kind of pissed off, watching from afar through their phone what they're missing. Dismiss it all. Find the connections, find your tribe, find the people that you crawl down hallways with, the people that you love, the people that you want to learn and train with, and make this week the week to change the culture of your department. All right, guys, that's all I got for you this week. If you are an Indy, Truck Intellect, Wednesday, April 9th, 3:30 to 5:15, room 238 and 239. That's my class I'm giving out there this year. I hope to see you. It'd be great if you stopped in, say hello. So many great speakers going on at the same time. That's one thing that kind of sucks about the whole concept of it, is that when you look at the list of everyone speaking, there's so many guys I would love to sit in the room and learn from, and vice versa. So that is a challenge. So for you as a student, make sure you hit every class if you can. It's cool if you commit your entire time to my class. I would absolutely love that. But don't feel awkward if you are out there and you stop in for 10, 15 minutes and say, okay, that was cool, got some notes, and move on to the next. All right, so that's the whole beauty of it all. It's also a challenge within that. All right, guys, if you see me out there this week, be sure to come up and say hello. Maybe we'll get the bartered napkin and we'll go over a couple things. If you're not going out there, keep it local and fuck the internet.